Mijo. I'm the developer of MakerPlus.js. So this is a quick video to talk about what MakerPlus.js is, what it was built for, and what makes it cool overall. So I've jumped into MakerPlus.js, and what you see is on the interface you have quick access to your special keys when required. This is one of the features that I really wanted to have in MakerPlus. Instead of you having to go back and forth between symbols and your normal keyboard, you just have them there. But it also incorporates some functions such as undo, redo in the same space, as well as something which I really like, which is select from here to whenever. So that makes it easier to select text whenever you want. You also have clear text, select line, and more. What also makes MakerPlus cool is a feature that I called guided input solutions. These are solutions that I have stored, which I or you may require to use and implement in your code quickly whenever you want to make use of them. Let's give an example of, for example, for each function, and you can find this in this vertical I would say is a horizontal. Sorry, I'm not getting my my lines correctly there. You can find that in this menu here, and you can just tap on it, and then it'll basically automate the process of implementing the function that you want to implement. So the for each function required for you to state the list that you want to use. So you tap OK, and whether you want quotes are wrapped around that input that you just typed. In this case, it's a variable, so I don't want it to have quotes. And then I'm just going to give a random name to the function name that I'm going to create. Tap OK. Again, that doesn't require quotes. And index. Sorry, that should be item. I'll correct that shortly. And this should be index. Cancel. So as you can see, it's quickly implemented the for each function for me. And what this helps with is that I don't have to remember the structure of the for each function and what code needs to go first or code needs to go after. It basically automates that for me. The great thing is that in MakerPlus, because this is such a huge list of guided input solutions, you can also easily use the function that I call codify, which is on one of the buttons. So for example, if I want to use the for each function, but it might be hard for you to find in this list, you can easily tap on the codify button there, and it brings it up for you. And what that's going to do is that it's going to replace that text that I've entered in there, or with that for each function. And as you can see, like magic, it's implemented for you. And the third way to use these guided input solutions is through voice. So I can select the line that I want to input the function that I want to implement in there, and then tap on voice here. The first time you use it, it's a bit slow, but after that it'll be very quick and snappy. For each. So this is not working because I'm recording at the same time, but that's another way. So just to show how fast it is after that, as soon as you tap, it comes up. But because I'm recording a video and I'm already using the microphone, it's not going to allow me to do that. But you have that option. So yeah, so those are some of the features that make Maker Plus great. And you have unlimited tabs that you can make. Not that I recommend it. Obviously, always close your tabs. But yeah, so just to show that you can do that, I've done that there. I'm going to move on to showing you the 4 different ways that you can run code in Maker Plus JS. So I've implemented some Tasker functions, and I really like using Tasker. So one of the ways that you can run your code in Maker Plus JS is through Tasker Web View. And here what you're looking at is a HTML document, and what it's doing is using some like a crypto module that's meant to be for Node.js, but I've managed to bundle it to get a bundle version of it. So it's just a browserified version, just in case you want to try that in the future. So what you do is, once you're on that document, tap on the 3 dots there, and you can tap on Test in TK Web View. And what that's going to do is going to open the web view that I've created for Maker Plus JS and run your code. So it's whatever HTML page. So that's this. What you're looking at is a alert of the message that's been encrypted by the code that I just ran, and it's doing that through the Tasker Web View, which is great. It's also run some code to show the Tasker function that's very popular, which is Flash. And when you're doing that in WebView, you use TK and type in Flash, and it basically does what you want. So yeah, that's one of the ways that you can run your code in Maker Plus JS. And the other way is if you would like to, instead of using a web view, a Tasker web view, and for example, I'm just going to make a document called example.js. And what you want to do is, for example, you want to just quickly show something by using a DOM element such as alert. So I can just type in alert and codify random things, and then put some quotes on that and save this. So because this got some DOM elements, and like a DOM element which is alert, I will basically tap on the 3 dots and type in run DOM, and as you can see, it's showing your message in an alert box. So yeah, that's another way that you can do this. That's if you want to use some DOM elements. And the third way that you can run code in Maker Plus JS is through service. So you can run JavaScript as a service using Maker Plus JS. So here's an example where I am basically trying to use the save function. So I created this code here to basically help me with the save function, which is not currently working in the Tasker version, but I've managed to create a service that allows me to run code from Tasker, but call this service in Maker Plus JS, and basically have text to speech done in that way. So when you have code like that, you need to specify this is a service at the top, as I've done there, and then save, then tap on the 3 dots and then run service. So to show that this works, I have a file that I created before. So in my mess, I'm going to find it and quickly run it for you to show that this works. And that file is yeah, right here. Because Maker Plus JS allows you to run code no matter, even if it's in a text format, it allows you to run it. And so because I'm running the service, and how you can see that the service is working, it shows in the notification area there, as you can see. But then to run that and to use that service, I've prepared some code in here, and I'm going to comment out some lines because there's some things that I've taken out that I don't want to run, that I've taken out of the service and I don't want to run. So this flash does not exist in there, but this save function does exist in there. So I'm going to run this. I'm running it as DOM, but it's going to communicate to the service. And
this works. Can't believe it works.
And yeah, so basically you can do things that way as well. So you can run code, you can run some code as a service, and you can have the different states of running interact with the service. And to show that I've also though I'm not going to run this code in my Tasker code, which is for my home page, my launcher here, and my launcher, this launcher uses that service that I've just created to say some things that I once said. So I'm going to show, for example, here's a line where it would use that function, which is running on the background using the service code. So yeah, so that's we're on number 3 of the ways that you can run code in Maker Plus JS. So I've shown you how to run DOM elements, and I've shown you how to run service. What I haven't shown you yet is how to run Node.js, which is also an option that you have. So the version of Node.js that I've implemented in Maker Plus, for now it only allows you to run built-in modules and not third-party modules. And the reason being for this, that the library that I used is built in a virtual machine, and the virtual machine doesn't allow access from the different folders to access that space of Node.js. So as of yet, I haven't figured out a way to allow third-party modules to be run. But if you want to do anything that requires a built-in Node.js modules, you can use the Node.js service. So from any file that you've created, that is an JS file, and you can put your code in there and basically tap on the 3 dots like I've done just now, and then tap on run Node.js, and as you can see, it's flashing. It's also doing running an encryption, some encryption code using an encryption algorithm, AES. Then it's flashing it to us. And what I've done is instead of I didn't find a way to properly implement the TK flash function that you'd normally use in other areas of Maker Plus JS. So I managed to have an event that emits the message that you want to the app, and then use that toast to then flash it to you. So yeah, that's how you basically run Node.js. So you are able to run other modules such as FS, Path, and all the other built-in modules that come with Node. And yeah, so that's basically how you use Maker Plus JS. I hope that this has basically clarified some things that may not be clear. I'm still working on trying to make it as clear as possible and trying to improve the interface. Myself not being from a front end background, I'm more of a developer than a front end developer, so my user interface skills have some work. I admit that, and I'm going to put some work in and try and make it as user friendly as possible. But the good thing is I'm very passionate about Maker Plus, and I intend on keep working on it. So I hope this has shed some light on how to use Maker Plus JS. And if you've got any questions, you can ask me, but also you can refer to this help guide that I put here. If you got any question, ask me. I'll be happy to answer and help. And if you got any suggestions on how I can improve Maker Plus JS, please also suggest. I'll be happy to help. So thank you for watching. Until the next time.